good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie of Grow Folds, and today we'll be going to the Nicholson-Hardie outdoor section part 2 tour. So we already did a Nicholson-Hardie indoor plants tour. They have two plant nurseries, and this one is just down the road. So we're gonna go ahead and walk in, and as you can see, they still have a little bit more residual seasonal stuff right here, but oftentimes I'll visit this place because they have a bunch of Japanese maples, really nice shrubs for landscaping. And as you can see right here, we are greeted by some cyclamen. We have some ferns, not ferns, but pine right over here. And we're gonna go ahead and just keep looking. It's a really beautiful day today at Nicholson-Hardie. If you guys are in the DFW Dallas-Fort Worth market, it's in downtown Dallas off of Lover's Lane, so definitely check out both locations. This one right here is a little bit of different content for us plant foldies. I know I typically feature house plants, indoor plants, Aroids, but today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of outdoor plants. Look at that little faucet right here. That looks really nice. We have some juniper right over there. And as you can see, we have tons and tons of plants. A lot of Monrova plants, these outdoor landscaping plants. So a little bit more about my plant collection. I actually have a Japanese garden, a Japanese maple garden growing in my backyard. So there's a lot of plants here that may fit for my garden. Let me know if you guys also have outdoor gardens, or are you mostly house plants and Aroids. But you can see we have a lot of winter hardy flowers. We have some beautiful ornamental kale right over here. I love looking at the ornamental kale, and actually all of that ornamental kale, according to the nursery, are edible. I just wouldn't buy some really expensive ornamental kale to eat. These are so beautiful though. And with Dallas's harsher winters, these actually do fairly well in the cold. So I think that is an awesome, addition to any landscape that needs a little bit more color for the winter season. I love the purples and lavenders. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at some more plants right here. We've got some variegated boxwood. We've got some camellia. Those are always nice. And then we've got some more type of pine. And then we're going to go into this greenhouse. So we are greeted by some type of hanging fern. We have a bunch of cyclamen just piled up right over there. So this greenhouse is a little bit bare. Typically when I go here during the spring and summer, it's also full of like tropical plants and quote indoor house plants, but for now it looks like they just have some winter hardy plants with a couple of other indoor plants. That variegated agave on the very left looks beautiful, and look at this cyclamen right over here. Do you guys actually grow cyclamen year round, or is it more of just like a seasonal interest type flowering plant that you would have in your home? But those are beautiful, and what I like about the cyclamen is not only the blooms, but if you look specifically at their heart-shaped leaves, and the variegation is really nice. Here we have some bulb plants. It's a amaryllis. I was gifted one over Christmas, and what's really cool about this is you literally just put the bulb in front of a window. You don't have to water it. It will just literally grow, and that's really the maintenance for that bulb. That's amaryllis. Really nice looking plant, and it looks like we have some bulb plants right over there, some tulips. But look at how beautiful this space is right here. This amaryllis is just absolutely stunning. I love the vibrant red colors. I have one growing on my window, and we have some Sansevieria over there if you saw. We're just gonna keep walking around here and just kind of taking in the views. Thank you to all the plant foldies that continue to go to my live premieres and watch the videos I try to produce every day. Sometimes I am late on the 11 o'clock premiere and the 7 p.m. premiere, but I try my best to get you guys daily content. I do balance a full-time job in addition to this, but I am enjoying YouTube. I believe these are leopard plants. I've seen the variegated versions and they look super cool. These are for $29.99. Nice looking plant. I'm not sure if anybody actually has grown or attempted to grow that plant indoors, what that looks like for you. And we have some cute hanging basket plants. Look at this nice spider plant. This hanging basket has so many little babies. You can just literally clip one of these, put it in water and propagate it, and you have a new plant. But this is really cool. This hanging basket, that's an 8-inch potted up hanging basket, is for $39.99 at Nicholson-Hardie. So if you want a nice spider plant, super variegated, go to Nicholson-Hardie. Even the outdoor section has it. And we have some very delicate looking hanging baskets. The foliage on there, I don't know the plant ID, And then we're gonna walk over here and look at some cacti, succulents, and agave. I don't know the plant IDs for this, unfortunately, but they still look really nice. Look at this beautiful cacti right over here. We got some more right over here, some agave. Look at this beautiful agave right there. I love the stark borders of color, and just the variegation is really nice. This looks really prickly though, but look at that. And these are really priced well. Now, Texas, I don't think you can really grow these outdoors in landscapes, but I know when I was in California, like by Carmel by the sea, they had agave and all sorts of succulents just growing in their landscapes. I thought that was really cool. It's really interesting to see what part, interesting to see what part of the country can grow certain plants. I would say the West Coast in the United States has more temperamental weather, so you'll be able to grow a wide range of plants. Even outdoor house plants do well. Florida, obviously, you can grow all these tropical plants there. And obviously, we always have to feature some Hydra Helix. There's a bunch of Hydra Helix right over here, but I know that they are marketing these plants as outdoor plants. So have no fear. This area right here is mostly outdoor plants, and that's why you see a lot of Hydra Helix or English ivy. We have a bunch of succulents right over here. What I like about Nicholson-Hardie is they do have a wide range of landscaping plants, and we also have Monstera deliciosa right over here peppered in. We have a hanging basket Christmas cactus right over here. And what I like is they have some really modern, stylish looking planters. Look at this. Absolutely love it. It's for $24.99. And sometimes I find myself spending a little bit more money on planters that look like this rather than some like plastic planters that are not as expensive. I feel like the planter alone may elevate the styling of the plant and actually accentuate the plant's beauty. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments or in the plant premiere chats if you do agree. Now, these planters I'm not as big of a fan of. I really like more like basic terracotta planters, more planters that are a little bit more matte. I even like very smooth surfaces and simple modern shapes like this. That's kind of like my aesthetic, and when I'm able to showcase my houseplant tour, be on the lookout for those types of aesthetics. And then this is a really nice looking water fixture right here. I would totally have one in my backyard, in my back patio, maybe have like a goldfish or two in there. What else do we have? This is actually something I was considering getting, and this is a variegated poinsettia. Like, I would totally just grow the variegated poinsettia for the variegated leaves, not necessarily for the red blooms or what, that's actually not the blooms, but I actually asked around. They said this one's already sold, because I would totally buy it, because right now their holiday plants like this are 50% off. But I would definitely buy that poinsettia. I'm curious to see if anybody grows poinsettia year round and what that looks like in terms of the care. We have some more assorted ground cover right over here. We have some more ground cover right over here, and a bunch of Hydra Helix right here. This actual Hydra Helix is the one I'm considering getting and growing in my home. This is the Hydra Helix gold baby coin. Really nice variegation right over there. I am thinking about doing the Hydra Helix challenge, where I will grow a English ivy indoors and like document it daily to see if it gets spider mites and whatnot. But we have more Hydra Helix or English ivy, and look at how beautiful all of these hanging baskets are. Like, I would say all of these hanging baskets would definitely do well in a back outdoor patio, or even in a shaded balcony, something of that nature. Look at how beautiful these spider plants are. I've had some difficulty growing spider plants, but look at this one right here. I'm not sure what exactly this is. If anybody knows a plant ID for that, please comment in the comments or the live chats. And then we have some more of these outdoor plants that you can grow as like ground cover. We have a bunch of polka dot plants. So what's interesting is polka dot plants are typically seen grown indoors, but I'm not 100% sure if that's something that you can grow outdoors as well. I wouldn't say in Texas you'd be able to, but look at how beautiful this Hydra Helix is right here. I actually really like the variegation of this one. It's got sectoral variegation, splotchy variegation. Very nice looking one. I've actually bought this particular Hydra Helix in the past, and it got spider mites within 2 weeks and died. So as beautiful as it is, as you can see in an outdoor setting, it's just very challenging to grow indoors. And we have a bunch of, I think those are ferns, so just correct me if I'm wrong. And then we have another philodendron pink princess right over here. It's really interesting how you just randomly see a philodendron pink princess. This one is not as variegated, and then we have a cyclamen right over there. I do love all of the blooms and colorful foliage we have. It's really bringing me a lot of joy just to be outdoors getting the fresh air. And then obviously I love featuring this. This is a variegated Fatshadera. It's actually better grown indoors, but I would see that Costa Farms does sell it as an exotic angel, so you can grow it indoors. I just feel like it may also be very much spider mite prone. And then we have this interesting plant right over here. I love the shape. It almost looks like a philodendron, but the leaves are very fuzzy and it's highly variegated. I'm just going to put the plant ID right over here, and it looks like this is an outdoor plant that blooms. But look at that variegated Fatshadera. It reminds me of like Japanese maples or maple leaves. Very cute. I would totally grow that indoors, but I know this actually requires a lot of light. And I'm pretty sure that this is just kind of like a Hydra helix in a sense that it could be spider mite prone. There's some more poinsettias here, but look at how variegated this type of outdoor looking plant is. It almost reminds me, and this is only $39.99. Like if I could get away with growing this plant without getting spider mites indoors, I would totally do it. Look at how beautiful the variegation is here. So much variegation for these outdoor plants. We do need to have this in shaded areas. Very beautiful, but you know, it's almost like you can look at plants that are more like spider mite prone. Typically the fuzzy ones with thinner leaves are the ones that are most prone to it. But that is a beautiful plant. I would totally try to grow indoors. We have some Monstera deliciosa right over here. Nice looking plant. And then what else do we have here? We have some more cyclamen right over here, more cyclamen right over here. And then we have some amaryllis over there. We'll just keep walking around. I love the planters. The lifted planters are really nice. Look at that right here. Very nice looking modern touch. That's definitely up my alley in terms of the aesthetics I want to have in my plant styling. And then we'll go ahead and walk around here and take a look at some of the bushes that they have, shrubs that they have. So like I said, I do have a Japanese maple garden that I'm trying to have actually grow and mature at my front yard as well. And I have some variegated boxwood right here. These are very nice looking, very winter hardy. They're a little bit slower growing than the actual boxwood, but they do well in many areas. Like look at this. I think I may buy some from this particular nursery because they have some very nice quality variegated boxwood. That's the thing about shrubs. I am also into variegated shrubs and bushes just because why not? If we like aroids that are variegated, it's also the same thing when it comes to outdoors, but we just have a bunch of different trees, bushes and shrubs that you can you know, add to your collection. But look at how that the light hits those variegated boxwoods. It's absolutely stunning. Definitely recommend boxwood. They're a very easy plant to grow outdoors, and they can be shaped in like balls or hedges. They just do very well. But I like Nicholson-Hardie again, just because this is the outdoor section. They have this specifically for outdoor plants with a couple of like tropical plants sprinkled in during the spring and summer times. Like I want to show you this. Look at how highly variegated this plant is. This is absolutely stunning. I am all about this plant. Absolutely standing right here. And yeah, look at this. This is really nice. This would definitely fit into a Japanese garden. I may add this bush later this spring when we get out of the, you know, harsh winters we get in Dallas. But yeah, Monrovia tends to be a little bit more expensive though in terms of just the bushes, but they do have quite high quality plants. And then we have a bunch of dormant Japanese maples or Acer Palmatums. We have more of this variegated type plant. I will try to get the plant ID. Tell me what you guys think about this. This is a really nice plant. And actually, would you consider trying to grow this indoors? Have you guys ever caught yourself like, you know, buying plants that are really meant for outdoors and trying to grow them indoors? Like I've seen people grow cordyline. We have seen people grow crotons and even just other plants that are really meant for outdoors. So just let me know in the comments or in the live chat, and then we can see that there are a bunch of Acer Palmatum or Japanese maple that are either going dormant. This one is Acer Palmatum butterfly, very good Japanese maple. It's got some very nice variegation, pinks, creams, lots of swirling variegation. It's one that I've tried to grow in my yard, but I don't have as much shade yet. So until I can get some shade, this one will have to be a dream of mine to grow into my space. But it is one of the most beautiful Japanese maples available, and it's readily available. And I just want to go ahead and pan out again on the beautiful yellow variegation of that shrub. We have this another Acer Palmatum right there. That's more of a dwarf type Acer Palmatum. I think it might be Koto no Ito. Not 100% sure. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I used to know more Japanese maple cultivars, but since I've transitioned over to giving you guys big box plants, my outdoor plant knowledge needs a little bit of brush up, but we can keep walking around here. So they also have like fountains and water features at Nicholson-Hardie. So if you want something like this in your back patio, backyard, front yard, porch, they have it available here, and they may potentially have like delivery services. But look at how beautiful this little fountain is right over here. That is absolutely stunning. I love that they have a camellia in that water, just a random bloom. But today I don't see a lot of people here, so that's why I love filming during the day when there isn't a lot of high traffic. I try not to get people in my plant blogs just out of respect. But as you can see, they still have some seasonal stuff that they just need to work through and sell through. But we have a bunch of different types of plant fertilizer, organic seeds, pesticide control, organic pesticide control. So I just wanted to pan over here and show you what things that they have. I like to use this insecticidal by Captain Jack's. That's something I spray on all my plants when I buy plants from big box stores. So if you want to know what I use, that's one of the ones I use right over here. Let's see, we're just gonna keep walking around. Let me know what you guys think, if you're enjoying this type of content, or do you want me to stick to big box plant shopping tours? I just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a different content right here. Like, look at these fountains. I just feel like if you are a plant lover, you will appreciate plants, whether it's indoors, outdoors, and just different varieties of plants. Like, I love plants regardless. They're beautiful, and there's something about outdoor plants that you can't really get joy of when it comes to indoor plants, and that is you can plant a lot. Like, look at how beautiful this these camellia right here. I love camellia just as much as I love azalea. These are acid-loving shrubs, but I haven't had the best luck with growing camellias as well. I feel like they really do need some shade, and I just don't really have large canopy plants growing in my backyard yet. I have an Acer truncanum or a Shantung maple that's growing fairly large at a pretty rapid rate, and a ginkgo biloba tree. So once they start giving me a little bit more shade, I'm going to start getting camellia like this and growing that in my space. It definitely would be a great addition to a Japanese garden. I mean, these are just beautiful. Look at this one right over here. Look at that delicate pink. But I do like the more stark, vibrant red colors. I always find red in any type of blooms or foliage to be a very striking color. But they have a bunch of camellia here, and I apologize that I'm not giving you guys the prices. I'm literally just doing a little walking tour just to show you what plants you could see outdoors. The next Dallas plant nursery I will visit will be North Haven Gardens, Plants and Planters. They've got a lot of different types of plants outdoors and indoors. We have some more camellia right here. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at all of that. We have some more cyclamen right over here, and a gold baby coins, Hedra helix. Beautiful. See, that's how you should grow it. You got to grow it outdoors and put them in one of those planters. But they have got so many varieties of plants right here. Let me know in the comments, plant foldies, what plants you liked in this video. If you actually grow them in your garden, what plant tips you would have. And if you are in the live chats, I really appreciate you guys just interacting with me. It's something I look forward to. I know that some people are saying, you know, Richie, don't burn yourself out doing these plant videos. I would just say, oh, my camera's just going a little crazy. Give me a little bit of grace. If I'm not able to at least get the 11 o'clock premiere, I will always be able to get you guys the 7 o'clock premiere, or one that's a little bit late. So once I'm able to film and edit a lot of videos and schedule them out and catch up, it'll be a little bit more consistent. But I do want to be more consistent with my plant videos. This is just a beautiful plant nursery. If you ever visit Dallas and you want to do like a plant tour, definitely visit both locations of Nicholson-Hardie. It is off of Lovers Lane. You will definitely see beautiful plants outdoors and indoors. I will definitely frequent the indoor section just because I got to know the manager who does all the purchasing, and she will let me know when they get some new indoor plants. So I definitely want to do that. And I am in a hunt to get an indoor azalea. That is definitely in my bucket list. An indoor azaleas want to get in terms of my first blooming indoor plant, or one that I'm going to attempt to grow indoors. We'll see. But we're going to go ahead and walk back into the little greenhouse here. Hello fern. We got another spider plant right there, hanging basket, and all of these cyclamens are amazing. I'm going to pan over there just because it is just gorgeous. Like, look at all of these blooming flowers. Look at how beautiful this variegated agave is. It reminds me of like a sansevieria almost. That is stunning. If I could grow that outdoors, I would totally do it, and I would totally get me some cyclamen. But I do see that they are a little bit difficult after winter, or when the cold weather disappears, to grow indoors, or just to grow in general. So it's more of like a seasonal annual, I would assume. And then I do like these hanging baskets of spider plants for $39.99. You can grow those indoors and outdoors. I do believe they do better outdoors in like a shaded patio. And then I do want to come over here and look at this variegated fatschedera. Beautiful. We've got some poinsettias here, and then this is probably my favorite plant that I've seen. I did want to pan over and look at how I'm showing you this cyclamen's beautiful blooms. Perfect. It's just amazing. And I am about to end this video, but I do want to thank all of us plant foldies that continue to watch my videos. Be on the lookout for the 7 p.m. premieres. I have so many big box plant shopping tours available for you. I'll see you in the next